Hey friends, I hope everyone's having a fabulous day out there today. So what I've got going on here today are my wax empties. If I seem a little bit crunched, it's because I have Jersey to the side of me. I don't know if your dogs do this, but she likes to kind of cuddle in next to me sometimes. She's not a big cuddler, but sometimes she does, especially in the mornings, and it is the morning right now. So she cuddles up next to me, and then I get up, and when I come back, my space that I was sitting in, that fit my big fat butt, it all of a sudden is smaller, and I have to like squeeze into it so she still fits. Do your dogs do that? And do you conform to it like I do? Because I'm just like, I'm kind of like waiting for her to move, but hasn't happened yet. Anyway, like I said, I have my wax empties today. I got a mixture of a couple of candles. Not quite finished, but we're going to talk about them. I've got a couple of Scentsy bars. I've got some, couple of retail wax items here, and vendor wax. So if you're interested in seeing what I got through this week, stay tuned. Okay, we'll start with the miscellaneous items. I have two here. I have these often in my videos. I finished up a bag of super jumbo up and up cotton balls from Target. They're my favorite. I had complained for a little bit that I thought they were getting smaller, but they seem to be back up to par again. So I don't know what was going on. My experience has been once a product changes for the worse, it never gets better, but that's the pessimist in me. They seem to be fine. And then I installed a wallflower, one of my favorites, fresh coconut and cotton from Bath & Body Works. This wallflower is a boomer, but for some reason this particular one is not. Coconut, coastal breeze, and beachside cotton. Oh my gosh, it's the freshest coconut linen. It's not really laundry, but it's a fresh, strong coconut linen scent, cotton scent. It's so good. And like I said, this usually booms. I can usually smell it in other rooms when I have it going on in my bathroom. But this one, I smell it, but it's not booming nearly as much as I've experienced in the past. So I don't know, maybe because it's been sitting in my collection for a bit, I don't really understand how that would affect it. Although, I guess they do say fragrance oils can go bad, right? It doesn't smell bad, but it's just not as strong. Anyway, fresh coconut and cotton. Bath & Body Works really needs to bring this scent back. I did see they're going to be releasing deodorants in this scent. And I don't know if there are particular stores or what, but if my store has it, I'm going to pick that up because I love this scent. All right, that'll do it for my miscellaneous items. Let's talk about the couple of candles I have here. As I mentioned, they're not quite finished, but I plan to finish them up in the next couple of days, and they'll be gone, so I just want to go ahead and talk about them. This is a candle I've already discussed before. This is Sweet Carrot Cake from Bath & Body Works. This is, I believe last year's version. Is this last year's? They had the fancy lid. 2023. Okay. So two years ago. Wow, time flies. What did last year's look like? I don't remember what last year's looked like. I thought this was it. Sweet Carrot Cake has notes of sweet cream cheese frosting, fluffy carrot cake, and cinnamon spice. Yep, that's what it is. And I love this candle. If you've been watching me this summer, you know I've gotten through, this is my third one. I don't tend to get through that many of the same scent in a season, but what's that tell you? The reason I'm going to finish this up, even though it's only at the halfway point, which I'm sure you can kind of see the shadow of through there, it's getting to that point that, I've talked about a million times. Once it gets to that half point, it starts getting dirty. I noticed it the other day, and I went ahead and lit it up anyway. I will say that it burned fine. I could smell it fine. In fact, I had coordinating wax going on in here, and I don't remember the scent. I'll probably remember it as I go through this pile. But I had a wax scent going on. Actually, I think it was Rose Girls Pumpkin Pecan Waffles and Carbs. And this was outdoing the wax. And I had a lot of the wax going on in here because the air was going. And the air, you guys, is so messing with my scent throw on my wax. But this was outshining it. So, yeah, it was nice and strong. The scent had not changed yet. I do kind of expect it to. So, from here on out, I'm either going to put it in my crock or under my candle lamp and enjoy it that way. But boomer, sweet carrot cake, that sweet icing, spicy, I should say spicy carrot cake. It is a nice spicy carrot cake with that uber sweet icing on top. I love it. Out of all the carrot cake scents that I've picked up from different, I was going to say vendors, I guess it's vendors, candle companies, I should say, including Kringle. And I love Kringle's carrot cake. And of course, it burns so much better than Bath & Body Works. But based on scent alone, it's probably still my favorite with Bath & Body Works. Scent throw on this sucker was throwing at an 8. I was pretty pleased with this one. So, yeah, definitely a repurchase. I pick it up every year. So hopefully Bath & Body Works will continue to release it. That is sweet carrot cake. Like I said, I will plan to finish this up and it'll go out into my recyclables this week. I put an orange lid on it, but it actually came with one of those fancy lids, and I usually keep those fancy lids. It was like a white embossed ceramic lid, and something I'll probably end up breaking along the lines, but for now I have it. All right, the next candle we have here is from HomeWorx. I am a little bit past the halfway point on this, but the candles from HomeWorx have been burning quickly for me as of recent times, so I fully expect this will be done in another 2 to 3 burns. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about it, especially since I'm past the halfway point. This is Salted Soft Pretzel. Love the label. I don't remember what this was called. It may have been the Carnival collection, but he released, Harry Slacken, released a number of scents in these kind of labels with the little tickets around it, and I just think that is so cute. This is fresh baked sourdough, sea salt, fennel, and buttermilk. Truth be told, I don't tend to love fennel and wax. It comes across to me as kind of licoricey, and so I don't tend to pick things up. So I only picked up one of these, even though I do love pretzel scents. And when I smelled this on cold, I was like, oh, I can smell that fennel, and I'm not going to pick up another. So I didn't. Happy to report, at least for me, if you love fennel, maybe not so much for you, but I'm happy to report I really didn't pick it up when I was burning it. When I burned this was delicious. And you guys, it actually performed. I picked this up last year. I don't know, these numbers keep changing how they're formatted on the bottom. I think this is a 2023 pour. That sounds about right. So I feel like a lot of his recent candles have not been doing great in the throw department. I did burn this in a hurricane. I usually do when it comes to my HomeWorx. Not always, but 95% of the time I do. But I also like how they look in a hurricane. So it's not always because of throw, but as of recent times, a lot of times it is. This was just gorgeous. This was just a buttery, and did it have butter in it? It doesn't even have butter in it, but maybe that's part of that sourdough. But buttermilk. That's why it came out as buttery. And that makes sense, because I was going to say it was buttery, but not too buttery, because when I get like a melted butter note in wax, I don't tend to love it. I thought this was fantastic. It was like your Annie Ann's. It just came out fresh, just dripping in that melted butter, slightly salty. Oh my gosh, so good. But this was more, I really shouldn't say Annie Ann's, because I feel like they're more your soft pretzel. And even though this is called soft, I felt it was like a kind of a mix between the soft and then like your bar pretzel. It kind of has that little bit of chewiness to it, so it's not quite as soft as like what you would pick up at like Carnival or something. I loved it. Throw on it, oh my gosh, it was decent. I would say 7 in the hurricane, like I said, but I was pretty pleased. I was burning a HomeWorx and getting a 7, and at some points I would just get it in my nose. I would definitely say 7.5. Like at certain points I would just walk by it and smell it, and it was like, oh my gosh, that smells amazing. So now I'm heavily regretting that I didn't get at least one more, but if he releases it again, I would definitely pick up another. Let's talk about the performance. Not too much to write home about. A little bit of growiness in there, but not too bad. When it comes to HomeWorx, I find that his wicks, they crumble. They're very, very delicate. And so a lot of the wick drippings drip into the wax. And so it makes the wax a little bit dirty. But overall, I think it's pretty clean. I haven't had a lot of sooting on this at all. Most of the dirt that is in the wax, which like I said isn't much, has been from the wicks dropping into the wax. And I don't burn this more than like 2.5, 3 hours is pushing it. I usually do 2.5 on my HomeWorx. I think they say you can burn up to 4. I don't see it on the bottom up here. No, 18 ounce burns 30 to 55 hours. I don't even know. I don't think 55 is true. That's for sure. But, yeah. Wait a minute. Does it say up here? Do not burn candle for more than 4 hours at a time. I don't do 4 hours. If I do 4 hours with my HomeWorx with these very thin, delicate wicks, they fall over. And then I have to like, it's not that bad because then I just kind of work them up, stand them up with my wick dipper and let the wax harden, and then they're good to go again. But sometimes I actually lose a wick in that it comes up out of the wick clip and it floats on the wax. And if it comes out of the wick clip, it's done. But I'm pretty happy with this candle, you guys. That is Salted Soft Pretzel. So good. All right, guys, let's talk about, what's the matter, Bubba? You wanna come up? Come on. There's no food in here. It's just wax, sir. Let's talk about my retail wax. All right, Goose Creek. I have this going in my kitchen right now. This is Pina Colada. Just kind of self-explanatory. Goose Creek doesn't, hi, you wanna say hello? Goose Creek doesn't put their notes, scent notes on their packaging. Yeah. Pineapple, coconut, heaven. I love scents. I love pina colada scents. So, yeah, that's a good one. And a repurchase for me from time to time. Kringle candle, country candle line, which is pretty much done, you guys. Whatever candles Kringle has left on their site or products, that's it. Sweet peach. This one I've been kind of avoiding. As you can see, I melted it. I didn't burn it. Yeah. It smells pretty darn good in this packaging. Let me look up the scent notes on this because I was totally getting something in this that I was not loving. And I think it was something herbal, but I'm not sure. Let's see what we have in it. So if you look at the picture, it kind of looks like, yeah, it kind of looks like there's definitely green on there. Let's see what it says. So it says, honey drizzle, whipped cream, apricot nectar, Georgia peach, brown sugar, nutmeg, tonka bean, Madagascar vanilla, and toasted oats. It is not got any kind of herbal in it. See, when I smell it in here, I would say I smell like what I would expect from reading those notes. But there was something I was not loving. I didn't hate it. I don't know what it was, but on warm, I almost smelled like something herbal to it. It does have a picture of like green stuff on there, but not in the scent notes. And even the description says a decadent blend of juicy peaches and brown sugar wrapped in warm spice and toasted oats topped with honey drizzle and whipped cream. So I don't know, take it for what you will, but not a repurchase for me. But if this is something you're interested in, let's see what Kringle has left here. Looks like they still have it in the medium and large jar. Regular price right now, so definitely would wait for a sale. They still have it in the daylight and they still have it in a wax melt. So they have a pretty good stash. Well, I mean, I don't know how many of each they have, but these products are still in stock. So if that sounds like your jam, there it is, sweet peach. And I also warmed another daylight from Kringle. This is Tea Time. I wanted to kind of get an idea of what I thought of this, because it kind of scared me that it has anise in it. And so I have held off trying this scent for quite a long time because of that note. But I thought, let me try it. So I'm going to pull the scent notes here. There's still some 3 wicks left, so I might get another 3 wick. I do have a 3 wick in my collection, but I held off getting any more. Their 3 wicks are discontinued as well. Oh, let's see. Scent notes are clove bud, zesty orange, cardamom, star anise, there it is, steeped tea leaves, cinnamon, sandalwoods, and golden honey. Honey can be funny about too. The description says tea time with leaves in the heart of this fragrance. First, there is a definitive impact of the top notes, which are both sparkling, warm, and yet refreshing. The undertones achieve both balance and power. I have no idea what the hell kind of description that is. But anyway, what I got from this was quite lovely, actually. Spicy. It is a spicy tea. Almost kind of like your chai, but not quite. But spicy. And so the anise in here I get, but sometimes anise comes across to me as very much like a licorice scent. And I don't like it when it does. But this was more your spicy type. I got all those spices, the clove, the anise, the cinnamon. It was just really a lovely spicy tea scent. I did feel like to my nose, and I melted this one as well, so you can see the wick is gone even. To my nose, this was more spice than it was tea, but the tea was there. I could detect it. I didn't really pick up the orange, although I did decide to add my Sicilian orange candle to it at times. And sometimes I added my lemon tea and rose candle to it while I was melting it, just to give it a little bit more of a tea presence or a little bit more of an orange presence, depending on which one I was burning at the time. Yeah, I like this enough that I would get it again. I feel, and I think I heard Mr. Kong's mom say this when I watched her video long time ago. I think she mentioned that this one was more of a fall scent to her, and I would totally agree. Me too. This was a little bit more than what I wanted for the summer in the way of spice and tea, but I would definitely do this in the winter or fall months for sure. So that's tea time. Definitely a repurchase for me, so I like that. All right, let's talk Scentsy. So interestingly enough, every bar that I have here, which isn't very many, is actually currently available. So how about that? Let's see. So the first one I finished was actually just a tester. I finished this up, warming it in my office at work. This is Summer Moonlight. What's that? This was a scent that I warmed last year, and I really enjoyed it, but I couldn't remember a whole lot about it when it came to this year. And I was trying to make a decision whether or not I wanted to pick up another bar before summer was over. And so I decided to pull out my tester, pop it in my dish, and warm it up and see what I thought. So the scent notes are fresh strawberries, sweet pea, and shimmering sandalwood. This is a really lovely scent. Floral, yes, but the strawberry is stronger in this, and it's a sweet, almost candy-ish, kind of like a strawberry puree kind of scent. Very sweet strawberry, and I really like it. I like it with the floral in the background. The sandalwood just gives it a little bit of depth, but you don't pick up a ton of the sandalwood. But it's there. It's a really lovely sweet pea, more hefty on the strawberry, slightly sandalwood kind of scent. I would say there's probably a little bit of vanilla in there. Really nice. I did enjoy it, and I did pick up another bar. So Summer Moonlight. It's not the strongest performer, so this is a scent that you'd want to put in your smaller spaces, but it did just fine in my office. From the current Bring Back My Bar, I warmed Amber Road. This is Open a Box of Treasure, handpicked from exotic lands to discover glowing red cedar and resinous incense. So cedar and incense. Yeah, I get the incense note stronger, but I really like what the cedar does to this scent. And cedar sometimes can be a very strong, overpowering note to my nose. And I don't always love it. Often I do, but not always. Depending on how strong it is in the blend. Definitely incensey more than anything. And I don't particularly love incense scents. But that being said, I enjoyed this. It was a good medium performer, and that probably helped because I don't think I would have wanted it to be really strong in that the scent that it was not typically in my wheelhouse. But this was enjoyable. Do I need more? Not for me particularly, but I think if you like scents like this, you would probably enjoy it. Or if you just want to dip your toe a little bit into an incense scent, this might be the one to try. So that's Amber Road. Central Park Pralines, also part of Bring Back My Bar, currently available through August 15th as long as supplies last. This one I have currently going in my bedroom right now, and I just took a walk up there to get my nose on it and see what I thought. And when I got to the top of the hallway, I could smell it. So that's a good sign. So this one's a decadent confection of rich roasted pecans, buttery caramel, and cinnamon sugar. It's a powerhouse, you guys. It is doing really well. I have the whole bar going up there. I have 6 cubes in my bedroom and 2 cubes out in my general bathroom so they can kind of meet. Doesn't always work to scent the whole way. And actually, when I went up there, I actually had my bathroom door closed. So I was only smelling the 6 cubes when I got up to the hallway and could smell it. So I went ahead and opened the bathroom because when I opened my bathroom door, I was like, oh, it was just a little bit too much because those 2 cubes just was like powerhousing that spot and it was just too much. So I opened the bathroom door and I'm letting them meet in the middle now. This is delicious. Buttery, roasty, toasty, pecan, little bit of caramel. I don't think the caramel's too much in this. I don't always love caramel, especially in Scentsy's wax, but it's good in this. Yeah, this one's gone to my club, guys. I love a good performer, and this one is bakery. It's a good performer. It's a win-win. Central Park Pralines. Definitely a praline scent, and it's delicious. And the last bar I have here is actually a comeback bar, just recently re-released by Scentsy. It is a licensed bar from Disney. And I already had one in my collection. I was trying to make a decision if I wanted to get any more. We're All Mad Here, which is from the Alice in Wonderland franchise. So it's got Alice on the cover, and it has Cheshire, and I just really do love that packaging. So it says, let's get lost in Wonderland alongside vivid notes of tart plum, strawberry, and pink sugar, all sparkling with a bright burst of fizz. I don't really get fizz in this, but I get that strawberry and I get that pink sugar very strongly. I do get a little bit of a tart plum, but I really get that sweet pink sugar and that strawberry a lot. This is a fun, kind of candy-ish, maybe kiddish, but hey, us adults can enjoy this as well. It's a good one. It performs about a medium for me. This has been sitting for a bit, so I kind of wanted a little bit more from it, but it did its thing. I would say it did not last a ton of time. It did not make it to the second day for me. It was much, much later. But I enjoyed it, and I probably will pick up a couple more bars, but probably not club it. But I do love the packaging. We're All Mad Here. I do tend to like plum scents, but that one is more like your kind of like sugar plum kind of scent because it was so sweetened up by the other scent notes. All right, we're done Scentsy. Let's talk about vendor wax, you guys. So first, we're going to talk about a couple on Empties. 1, because I'm still finishing it, and 2, because I've got a piece here that I'm sending to a friend. Harper James Salty Beaches. I showed you this big hunk of flour that was big as my head in my July melting basket. I have finished half of it. Yeah, I just finished up the last part of the half last night. When you get something this big, you guys, this is 36 ounces of wax. When you get something this big, which is like 2 pounds and 4 ounces or something, you gotta like the scent. And I do. So I wanted to try. I won't do this again because this is just so much wax. And I'm the kind that likes to finish things and not put them back in my collection. I think if you're the kind that doesn't mind putting them back, it probably would work for you. But I like to finish. So I really need to make sure it's a scent that I'm not going to get sick of. Again, I love the scent, so I am not sick of it, and I totally look forward to finishing this. But this is a lot of wax. This was just something I wanted to try out because I saw the shapes photographed by a person in her Facebook group, Mary, the owner of Harper James. I saw in her Facebook group, and I just wanted to try it out one time. These are not super cheap, so it's a commitment, and I just wanted to try it out. Not even to be able to say I tried it, I just wanted to try it. So probably not do it again, but I really enjoyed this shape. I thought it was so cool, and the detail on it was just amazing. I'll try to insert some pictures where I cut the first half. This is Salted Pretzel, Beach Nights, Caramel, and Maple Sugar Cookie. If I didn't tell you the scent itself, it's Salty Beaches. This is one of her salty blends, and it's just fantastic. One of my favorites. Oh my gosh. Creamy, salty pretzel deliciousness with a ooey gooey sweet marshmallow toastiness of the Beach Nights. It's beautiful and bakery gourmand at the same time. It's a good performer. I love it. This was poured, I think, August of last year. Yes, I did customs and I added this to it. Like I said, I look forward to getting through the rest, but I just wanted to give you guys a status update on that. And then the other empty I have here is another scent that I really enjoyed. I warmed it for the first time recently, but one of my friends wants to try it out, and I'm going to send her the other half of this mini loaf that I worked on. This is Second and Spruce's Coffee with Graham. This has scent notes of house coffee beans, bear claw, hazelnut cream, and pie crust. This was poured last May of 2024. This was delicious, you guys. I really enjoyed this. I recently warmed her Latte Da too, and I feel like a lot of people love her Latte Da, but I actually like this one better. And I do like Latte Da, don't get me wrong, but I like this one better. I got the coffee beans. It was just rich and creamy at the same time. The pie crust and the hazelnut cream really lended to that creaminess. The bear claw and the pie crust just gave it such a nice bakery touch. When Erica mixes bakery and coffee together, it's magic. I love this. I got the hazelnut cream as well. Now, my friend mentioned she's not a big hazelnut fan, so I'm curious to see what she thinks of this when she warms it. I did very much get the hazelnut cream, but it was very creamy. Nutty and creamy at the same time. I really enjoyed it, but I do like hazelnut, so it didn't bother me. But you very much had the coffee present there as well. So when she gets this, I'll be curious to see what she thinks. But Coffee with Graham. It was a great performer too, you guys. Very strong, and it lasted hours and hours and hours and hours. It just kept going, and I would definitely repurchase. All right, let's get to the baggies. And then I have a couple of odd shapes here. Since I just talked about Second and Spruce, we'll do another Second and Spruce. This is Concession Row. This was also a mini loaf. This is waffle cone, cake batter, ice cream, beignets, kettle corn, and sugared berry drizzle. This was from July of last year. This was really good. I wasn't sure if I would love this because sometimes kettle corn can be iffy for me. But this was not heavy on that kettle corn. I honestly could barely detect it. I really got the cake batter ice cream. I got the beignets. I don't always get waffle cone and wax, but I definitely got a bakery note. It could have also been those other two notes I just mentioned. I really got that sugared berry in this as well, though. But I didn't mind it. I don't know if it was raspberry. It kind of smelled like raspberry to me. Maybe a mixture of raspberry and strawberry. I don't know, but I didn't mind it. I thought it was really good, and I would definitely purchase this again. It was a good medium performance, so not as strong as Coffee with Graham, but I was pretty happy with its performance. Would pick it up again. Let's talk about Zape real quick since I have these odd shapes. From the Love My Beaches sampler, we have Beach House. Zape is no longer in business, so you can no longer get Zape's wax. Clean sheets, suntan lotion, and sand. This was beautiful. Yeah, fresh linen. Lean a little bit laundry, but then you get it pulled right back over towards that suntan oil side. It was gorgeous. I love scents like this. I just thoroughly enjoyed it. And it was a long laster. It was a softer scent, but you could definitely smell it when you walked into the room. I just really like that. And if they were still open, I would get more. Pineapple Fizzy Pop. This is fresh cut pineapple and bubbly citrus fizz. I love this. Oh, the pineapple in this, unparalleled. Sweet, juicy, sugary, a little bit fizzy. You definitely get that citrus note as well. Oh, I love scents like this. Super summery, great performer. It did not blast a long time because at first it came out just blasting. It was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. That did not last very long, but it kept its scent for a good while. And if I could get more, I would. All right, we have a couple one-offs here. Glitterati, I warmed a sample of Ocean Laundry. This is Clean Cotton, Soft Linen, and Aloha Breeze. I don't know what's in Aloha Breeze, but this was really nice. I did this in my bathroom. I warmed it in the Diamond Milk Glass Scentsy warmer. It was beautiful. A beautiful linen / laundry scent. It wasn't too hefty on the laundry side. It wasn't sharp. It was beautiful. I really enjoyed it. I would purchase that in a larger size for sure. So glad she sent me a sample. From Everything Vice, this is actually warming upstairs right now in my puzzle room. This is Coraline. This was such a beautiful beautiful color green. It was like a fluorescent neon green in one of her little bars. I don't remember what she calls these. It's not like a snap bar. It's like one whole piece, but they have like a design to them, and they're just really beautiful. So this is PB&J, banana nut bread, zucchini bread, and vanilla ice cream. I can't remember if I picked this up myself. I think I did. Or did a friend send it to me? Gosh, my memory is horrible. I think I got this myself, but I wonder because it has PB&J, and I tend to stay away from PB&J. It's usually the Bath & Body Works type, and it's usually perfumey, and I don't love it. Banana nut bread I love, zucchini bread I love, vanilla ice cream, you know, just smooths and creams everything out. So it may have been me that purchased it, but the good news is I really enjoy this. I don't detect a lot of that PB&J, except that I'm getting a little bit of a jelly note here, but I mainly get a creamy banana nut bread. Really nice, creamy, again, zucchini bread. And it's just a really nice, soft, pleasant bakery, and it's delicious with a little bit of like that jelly note. And I dare say I would pick it up again, and as I smelled it on cold, I wasn't so sure. But you know what they say, warm your wax. Sometimes it's for the better and sometimes it's not. Softbound, red, white, and blue. This was so cute. This is in one of her wax cakes. This is blueberry cream, cherry marshmallows, and delicious birthday cake. I talked about a scent recently that had her cherry marshmallow, which every time I hear it, I'm like, oh, I want that. Because I'm kind of in my cherry era right now. Finding all the good cherries, not the bad cherries, trying to find the good. I recently warmed, I think it was called Puppy Love, that also had cherry marshmallow and I think strawberry cake pops. And I didn't overly love it. It was quite waxy, and I just didn't, there was something about it I didn't love, and I kind of wonder if it was a cherry marshmallow note. Well, cherry marshmallows in this, and I loved it. I loved it. Yeah, so maybe it was a strawberry cake pop note, which seems weird to me. I would think I would like that, but there was something going on I didn't love in that, but I did love this. Definitely a repurchase. You really got the blueberry the most, a little bit of that cherry marshmallow, and then the birthday cake. So creamy, sweet, fruity, blueberry. Repurchased. Really enjoyed it. I would say the performance on it was stronger in the beginning. The strongest didn't last a super long time, but it stayed at a good medium, and I really enjoyed it. Mother of Dragons from Supercharged. This is Satsuma and pineapple. Her labels are just really hard to read. This was good. It was kind of as I expected. I got the Satsuma probably the most, but the pineapple put up a good fight. I thought it was really good. It was probably about a medium performer. I thought it might be stronger and kind of leak out of the room that it was in, because Satsuma is usually so strong. But again, I just think my AC is just, it's messing with my throat, and I ain't happy about it. Sassy Girl Aroma, Strawberry Taffy. Finished this up in my bedroom last night before I went to bed. Strawberry, saltwater taffy, and marshmallow. And it should be good to go again tonight if I turn the warmers back on. This is good. Very candyish. It smells more to me more than saltwater taffy. It sounds, and I know saltwater taffy. I actually have some in my cabinet right now because my daughter brought some back from the Jersey Shore when she recently visited. It smells like strawberry, like Laffy Taffy. So definitely a stronger strawberry scent to it. What else was in here? Strawberry marshmallow. I mean, I couldn't say for sure it's marshmallow, but to me it smells like strawberry taffy. That's exactly what it smells like. It's an okay performer. It's not too light, but it's not quite at that medium height either. It's kind of in between. So I originally tried it in my open space and it didn't do as well in my open space, so I took it up to my bedroom and it's doing fine. So that's strawberry taffy. Scoopable, now macaron wax smells, but well, the one is macaron, but this one's scoopable. I have two pieces here. Scoopable wax, I did 3 cakes, which is just yellow cake, birthday cake, and cupcakes at Tiffany's. She blends this blend with so many things, and it makes every blend she mixes it with perfection. It's so ultra creamy, cake batterish. I love thru cakes. I love it so much. It's a great performer for a cake blend. Picked that up in April of last year, and it did its thing. Loved it. And a great blender with everything. Beach Nights Barbie. This was in one of her little 6-packs of macarons, which she offers for like $5. And this will go up too late, but she's actually having a sale this weekend for 20% off. But always watch out for sales, because Kathy does them often. Not a lot of vendors do sales, but she's one of them that does them, you know, often. I feel like we see it a lot, so I really appreciate that. Beach Nights Barbie is Beach Nights, which is toasted marshmallow, salty sea air, s'mores, cotton candy, pink sugar, and cupcakes at Tiffany's. I did this in my open space last night. I kind of wish I did it in my bedroom, because I felt like my open space swallowed it up a little, but I did smell it. And what I smelled, I loved. You really got the sweetness of that pink sugar, but oh man, you got the cotton candy. You got the Beach Nights, but the Beach Nights was blended in here in such a way that you didn't get all Beach Nights. You definitely got that pink sugar. It was ultra sweet. It was creamy. It was good. Yeah, it was just like something I swear I would smell at Barbie's house. If I went and visited her dream house, that's what I would smell there. So, should have been called Barbie's Dream House, but Beach Nights Barbie. Barbie's making sense. I've got a few here. Toffee pudding and strawberry cream rolls. This was a sample that Bridget included in an order that I picked up this year. This did its thing. It performed well, but I just didn't particularly love these two scent notes together. It just seemed a little odd to my nose. Maybe your thing, just me, you know, personal scent preference, but the wax performed just fine. So if it sounds like it's up your alley and maybe something you want to request from her, toffee pudding and strawberry cream rolls. She does do RTSs from time to time, and I think she has a custom bar open on her website if it still is. Hold on tight. This was so cute. So cute. 3 little balloon shapes. I loved it. Blue, raspberry, slushy, saltwater taffy, and cotton candy. That's what you got. Sweet, raspberry, kind of slushy, kind of scent. I didn't get a ton of the saltwater taffy, but it's definitely there. Kind of cotton candy-ish. It was just really nice. I did it in my open space because I felt like I had plenty of wax to do it. Wasn't overly strong, but it wasn't light either. So, happy medium. Hold on tight. Kind of just done with summer scents, so not a repurchase for me anytime soon. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't get it in the future. And then You Dough Girl. I love her names. This was like 2 large cookies. I did one in one room and one in another. Frosted animal cookies, funnel cake, and sugar cookie royale. This was from last July. This was good. Her funnel cake is spicy to me, but I don't mind it. This was good. I mean, it smelled just like what you would think it would. I felt like the funnel cake and the sugar cookie were stronger than the frosted animal cookies, but it was a good one. L3. Why do I feel like I'm missing L3? I'm not missing L3. I don't know. I don't know why I think I missed one. Belle of the Ball. This was in one of her bougie bars. And most of these scents that I show you of L3 in my videos, these are not from the new owner. I haven't purchased directly from the new owner too much. No reason other than because I have too much L3 in my collection. Because like many of us did, I went hog wild when I thought L3 was closing and bought way too much. So I am slowly working myself through it. So a lot of this stuff isn't stuff that Janelle poured. I think I know I definitely did one order from Janelle because I ordered on Pie Day, because I told myself I was definitely doing that because I really enjoyed her pies. So I ordered those from Janelle, and I don't know that I've warmed any of those yet. And I think I may have placed in one order after that. But other than that, I haven't ordered from Janelle. So most of these are still Jennifer scents. Belle of the Ball is lemon cream cupcake, sweet coconut, pineapple. This one, I really got the lemon. And it says lemon cream cupcakes, but I'm telling you, this smelled like lemon curd to me. Very tart lemon. Definitely got tartness from it. I got the pineapple as well, and maybe it's a mixture of the lemon and pineapple together that's causing my nose to think that I'm spilling lemon curd. I didn't detect a lot of coconut in this. I did this thing. It performed decent. I had this going in my daughter's old bedroom. I did this thing, just not particularly a repurchase for me, but I enjoyed it for what it was. This was a trig, I think it was a trig bar, or was it a bougie? Actually, it might have been a bougie because it looks like it has those shapes to it. Swimming pool and blueberry sugar. Although, this one does too. I think it was a trig. They both come in these packages. This was, it doesn't have scent notes on, but I mean swimming pool oil and blueberry sugar, which is a Bath and Body Works type. Yeah. I don't know what's up with my nose, but I thought that one smelled like lemon curd. I swear I smell Palo in this. I should not smell Palo. I don't get blueberry sugar. I get like a Palo note or a sandalwood note. I'm getting some kind of woodsy note. I get the swimming pool. And I didn't hate it. I thought it was a nice scent. I enjoyed it. It did well. But I wasn't getting the blueberry sugar. So, I don't know. I got this in August of 2024. That may not mean much to you guys because it may have been a markdown or something. I don't know. But if you have this scent, let me know if you get blueberry sugar. And then I did a Trig Tart swimming pool on its own. This was nice. I really like this. Yeah. I know she blends this with stuff, and I could totally see like it was blended with blueberry sugar there. Yeah, this was nice. Not too chlorine-ish to my nose. I really enjoyed it. Aquatic, fresh. Did its thing. I would get that again. Lavender and Speckles. Peeps for breakfast. This was part of her blueberry muffin sampler, which was fantastic, by the way. Blueberry muffins, sweet jelly donuts, and sugary marshmallow peeps. This one was so good. But I didn't get a lot of performance out of it, and I don't think it was the wax because it smells so nice and strong in this bag. I think it was my AC. It just, the AC and the fans, you're just not being kind to my scent throw. I would get this again because it's that good, and I think it would do perfect in the fall. So Peeps for breakfast. It just, jelly donuts, blueberry muffin, yum. And then Lovely Tangerine. I did this one in my open space. That was 3 shapes, and I did it in my bedroom. I did it in 4 warmers because sometimes I'll cut her shapes in half. This one I did in my open space because her souffles are quite sizable. It's a lot of wax. This was in her soft olive oil formula. I picked this up in June of last year. Tangerine, sweet sugar, and juicy strawberries. I will preface this by saying that Beth has the best tangerine oil, and you know I love my orange that I've ever smelled. That said, this one was a bit on the lighter side. I really had trouble picking this up. So if I got it again, I would do it in a smaller room. I do think I get a little bit more of the strawberry than I do the tangerine. It is a sweet scent. And if I stuck my nose over the warmer, I could smell it. But it just wasn't throwing well. And again, it could totally be my AC. But in this case, the bag kind of smells light too. So I don't think it was AC in this case. But if you've warmed this, let me know what your performance was like. Because if it was good, I may try it again and do it in a smaller space. But like I said, it does smell pretty light in the bag. But it smells really good. Like I said, her tangerine, the best. The best. Swanky, I did a sample of cotton candy cupcakes. This was such a cute little shape. It was like a little bottle. Got this in April. I think probably the last shipment I got from Swanky before they closed. With plans to reopen, it just hasn't happened yet. This one was really light. I really didn't get much from that at all, so I would not personally purchase that one. Queen of Hearts. This was a sample too, I believe, that Janine sent to me. This is Russian tea, which is cinnamon, mulled cider, apple cider. I really like this. This was nice. Oh, yeah. Spicy tea. It was a little bit more sweeter than what I was saying about that tea time from Kringle. I really like the mulled cider note in this. I would pick this up in a souffle for sure. Yeah, definitely repurchase. That was really nice. Blueberry sugar cookie dough. Blueberry sugar cookie dough waffle cone. She is like L3. She doesn't use punctuation. And sometimes it's hard to tell where one note ends and another begins. This was lovely. She has the best blueberry. When it comes to blueberry, Swanky's is the best. There are other good ones out there. When it comes to blueberry muffin, I really like Rose Girls and macaron wax melts. But blueberry, Swanky, hands down my favorite. And I love me some blueberry. This was great. Not super strong on my open space, but I had quite a bit of wax. I think this was in one of her bakery samplers. And Swanky gives you quite a bit of wax in her samplers. So you cannot go wrong with picking up a sampler from her. You know, not all samplers are created equal. Some you do not get a ton of wax. But from Swanky you do. Often enough that I can do it in my open space. So that is very generous. Love her samplers. Trying to think if I would get this on its own. I don't know. I don't know that I would, but I would definitely get her blueberry scents again because they're just so good. Dessa's. I'm just so pleased with how this new wax is doing in my home. So pleased. Autumn Campfire. It's just a little tile. I did it in my bedroom the other night. Pumpkin, apple cider, gingerbread, marshmallow, seasonal spices, and campfire. Oh my gosh, this was amazing. You definitely get that campfire note, and I smell that on cold, so I was a little scared because I don't love overly smoky. When this first goes, you get a little bit of everything. The pumpkin, the apple cider, the gingerbread, and it's a spicy gingerbread, but very nice. It kind of just melds really well in there with those seasonal spices and then the apple cider and pumpkin. So that gingerbread spice just melds in there really well. The marshmallow just creamed everything out. It smoothed it. And the campfire you could definitely detect. It was definitely there. Beautiful when this is first going for the first several hours. I will say, at least when I turned my warmers off and I turned it back on the next day, again, a very nice scent. But once it started to wear off, I was left with mostly the campfire. Then I didn't love it so much. But that's because I don't particularly love campfire scents. But this is going to be offered in her upcoming pre-order, which by the time this goes up, will have been passed because it's coming this Saturday. I'm getting this again because that's how much I really enjoyed it. And it performed just fine in my bedroom. Little tile. 4 warmers. Fall in New England. This is a really popular scent from Dessa's. Fresh brewed latte, buttery pumpkin, caramel sauce, and cinnamon streusel. Delicious. Buttery, superb deliciousness. Caramely, oh my gosh, it's just such a good caramel latte pumpkin scent. I think this one is in the upcoming order as well. Definitely getting bigger sizes in both of these for sure. I may just get this one in like her snap bar, which is a breakaway bar or whatever. But this one, I may get in the snap bar as well, but I also may blend that with something else in her mini custom. So we'll see. Rose Girls. Beach Babes. Girl Crush, which is strawberry, pina colada, cotton candy, and beach nights. I love this scent. I've had this blend from Jenny before. It's beautiful. Fruity, tropical. You get the really, and I think Jenny has a nice beach nights. I'm sure hers is probably a single oil, but I like it. So I don't know where she gets it from. But everything she mixes it with, I really enjoy. So Beach Babes, I highly recommend it. Pumpkin pecan waffles and carbs. This was another one I felt like my air was messing with. Pumpkin pecan waffles, which is Bath & Body Works type. Cookies, donuts, and bread, which makes up her carbs. Everything that Rose Girls and macaron, wax melts, mom and daughter mix carbs with. Oh my gosh, so good. This is so good. But I could not get very strong performance from it. I could smell it, but it was light. And I don't think it would have been light because it's pretty strong in this bag. And they're carb scents. And pumpkin pecan waffles usually do really well. So again, I think it's the AC and the fans are going. And it's just messing with my airflow. If Jenny offers this for fall, I will pick this up again because I love the scent itself. And I will do it in the fall, not in the summer. I only warmed it in the summer right now because it's dated September 2024. And I don't have the best of luck with Jenny's bakery scents after a year old. And since it was coming up on that point, I wanted to go ahead and warm it. But like I said, if she offers it again, I will pick up a bag and warm it this fall for sure. And I think it will do its thing. I just, like I said, I think it was AC. Britta's last vendor, Britta's Creepy Treasures. I finished up a snap bar, Pink Flamingo. I'm trying to work my way through some of her snap bars, her single scents. Some I'm kind of just doing by themselves. Some I'm mixing. I don't know what's in this, but it's fruity. Yeah. Very bright and fruity. So I like it. I know she mixes it in some of her blends, which I tend to like. So that one was good. And then this is going in my open space right now. It's Sunburn. This is Flip Flop, Salty Sea Air, and Marshmallow Bomb. This one is not a hefty thrower, but it's doing its thing. It's beautiful. I don't know what's in the Flip Flops oil, but it smells tropical and coconutty and like sunscreeny. It's beautiful. I really love the addition of the Salty Sea Air. It's not too salty. Just gives a little bit of freshness. That Marshmallow Bomb, again, I know I say it a lot, but it's true. And I tend to pick up blends that have like marshmallow and vanilla and ice cream and things like that. So you'll hear me say creamy a lot. But that's what those kind of scent notes like Marshmallow Bomb bring to these kind of blends. But it's more the Flip Flops and the Salty Sea Air than anything. It's so beautiful. I think I have one more in my collection. Definitely a repurchase. I picked this up in June last year, or at least it was poured June of last year. I actually have my Kringle, Candle, Sun, and Santel going at the same time, and they are mixing beautifully. All right, guys, let's talk favorites. All right, candles. I mean, I love both the candles. I don't know. I mean, I think Sweet Carrot Cake would definitely be my favorite, but I really like that Pretzel one too. I mean, if I was rating them, my Sweet Carrot Cake would be 5-star, maybe the Pretzel 4. But, so we'll go with Sweet Carrot Cake, but I love them both. Retail wax. What was my other retail wax I did that I seem to have lost? Pina Colada, that's what it was. I think I'd actually picked that Tea Time. I wouldn't have thought it, but yeah, Tea Time. Scentsy, my favorite bar from Scentsy. I would definitely say Central Park Pralines. But I really, really love Summer Moonlight too. I really like that. I think I may club that bar. Because I really like the strawberry note in there. All right, vendor wax. Okay, so my unfinished, definitely part of the Salty Beaches. Obviously, it would be a favorite. I wouldn't have purchased so much of it. And so I know I've mentioned that's a favorite before. So definitely, let's see, what other favorites before? 3 Cakes. It's always going to be in my favorites because I just really, really, really love this blend. And I love everything she mixes it with. So that is a repeat favorite. Some other repeats that I really like. Beach Babes, I talk about all the time. And it's one that I will always pick up from Jenny because I really enjoy it. Honorable mention, I would say this Pumpkin Pecan Waffles and Carbs. I have a feeling it may jump into my favorites the next time I warm it. Like I said, I just think the air was messing with my flow. But I'm going to try that again. I would also say this Coffee with Graham was a favorite. Really, really enjoy that. And I hope my friend does too. I know she sensed it with hazelnut. So maybe not. And, you know, my feelings won't be hurt. Our noses are different. And she doesn't like it. More power to her. That's absolutely her right. Love My Beaches sampler Beach House from Zape. Really, really thought that was beautiful. Also the Pineapple Fizzy Pop. Really, really enjoyed that. Dessa's Fallen New England. Oh my gosh. So, so good. Autumn Campfire. Really love that too. With the caveat being, you know, once it's done, I'm taking it out because I don't want to be left with that campfire note. But everything it does in the beginning is fantastic. Queen of Hearts, this Russian tea blend from Swanky. Concession Row from Second and Spruce. I don't know 5-star, but definitely 4-star for sure. And Sunburn from Britta's. I kind of wish this was just a tad stronger, but the scent itself, beautiful. Just beautiful. Love scents like that. All right, guys. That'll do it for my empties this week. Let me know in the comments below what you've been getting into. If you warmed any of these scents, what your experience was. Yeah, let me know what your favorites were. Let me know what your not so favorites were. And I will see you in my next video, guys. Please like and subscribe. I would love to have you here. And bye-bye.